it just takes your mind in like a whole different. Back then, like I was just like, yo, when I heard that beat, it just sounded like it was hypnotizing me. Like I was like, yo, this beat is crazy. It feel like you in space, like you floating in space. So
Right.
when I heard it, I was like, yo, this is a hard beat. So I said, Cheek, let's do something on this. Come on, Cheek, come on. So that set Cheek off, and then he just ran. It, it was then he just ran with it. Let me see what he says. I was only on 2 songs on the whole. What? But you made the most noise, my dude. Yeah. So Cheek. So now Cheek. So Cheek laid his verse, and I was like, yo, he sounded hard. He sounded like a country dude. Just was like hitting the beat. His words was sinking in, and then I laid my verse. So I laid my verse. So it was originally Cheek's verse, my verse, and then we took it back and said, look what we started, y'all. So then Larceny and Trife heard it, and they was like, and I think Kim wanted to get on that too. So, but Kim never made it to that song. But when they heard that, they was like, whoa, we going back. So then we all went back to Special Ed Studio and laid that song. That song is hard, man. That beat. We might have to shoot a video for that.
Yeah, it's never too late.
Yeah, we might. Yo, y'all hear that, guys? We might have to shoot a video for that, man. I might have to fund that one for real. We got to do something. Cause Murder Ones, yeah, that song, that I really love that beat, man. I love that beat a lot. Like I said, the direction that it took me, it's a good song.
And as a bonus, there was one more track, which was the outro. But as a bonus cut, hopefully I can make Lil C's feel better with this one.
Woo! I told you, C's hit hard.
But Mafia soul, Mafia soul, Mafia soul.
Shout out to Lil C.
Now I mean,
that was the bonus track, and I'm glad my man Lil C's logged on. But can you take me back when you heard that?
Oh man, it's 25th, man. We're gonna be doing this all day, C's, man. We just gonna keep flowing with it, man. We gonna shout out to Popeye. I'm gonna be on Flatbush later too.
No doubt. So overall, KLEPT, were you pleased with how the album came out?
I mean, I was happy with the success of it. I felt like if we all knew what we knew now, we would have went in. But like I said, we were young. We were enjoying the hype, and then we were that group in that era. Like we were that group. Like we had a lot of notoriety, and then riding off of big success, like it was kind of like surreal. So, but like I said, the knowledge that we all have now, which everybody says that, the knowledge that we all have now, which is on another level, we would have definitely did it different. And another thing with you playing remixes, I forgot to shout out Jermaine Dupri. A lot of people don't know Jermaine Dupri did the remix to Need You Tonight. He did it. He did it. It's floating around out there. It was played. He did a dope remix to it. So shout out Jermaine Dupri. Yeah. So it's a lot, man. It was good times, great opportunities. We traveled the world. We got chased by mobs of people. Like, yeah, like it was nuts. I remember we were in South Carolina or North Carolina in like a park somewhere, and it seemed like 1,000 people. We just got to get shuffled through, like traveling the world. It was good.
Speaking of traveling the world, can you take us back to one of your best tour memories during this time? Maybe a lineup that you guys were on and a good tour memory.
I remember.
You see what Caesar's saying in the comments?
He said we definitely doing another album. And we're gonna get you a Murder Ones too. We're gonna do the video for Murder Ones. And guess appearance, C's gonna jump in it. We're gonna do that. Um, one of my favorite tours, and my life was different back then, was when we went to Amsterdam. Like Amsterdam was crazy because we were in like this, and that was like my first time like rocking out in an arena. Like I'm talking about that arena that it looks like 2 million people, like just out, and we just had a ball. We just had a ball. I used to smoke back then, so you know we're in Amsterdam, so everything was legal. They like giving us stuff in like bodega grocery bags. Like I'm just like, wow, okay. So, but Amsterdam was it, man. And I remember that vividly, like to this day. And then I was
So,
having a good time.
overall, what was Big's reaction to the finished product?
Yeah, he was pushing. Yeah, he was pushing it out. Like he was pushing it out. I mean, he used to we used to get him upset because we used to mess around in the studio. Like we all know that. Like so we like I said, we were young. Like we didn't get the album done as fast and officially. We didn't get the album done as fast and officially as they wanted. So, but like I said, we was having fun. We were young. It was really good times.
Can you remember? I know our last interview, you was talking about how Puffy really didn't have anything to do with this project, and he
Yeah,
might have.
no, I brought it up because I said you had to look at it. A lot of people thought we were signed to Bad Boy. We
Exactly.
weren't signed to Bad Boy. We were signed to Undias, and Undias was under Atlantic. So if it didn't really tie in with Puffy, it wasn't. He wasn't really pushing it. And then and I was younger then, but it looked like him and they were cool, but they knew like okay, we're really looked like knew they were really in competition. So he didn't really emphasize on us. Puff had his own thing going on. He
Right.
had his own stuff going on, so he wasn't really emphasizing. But one thing, yeah, somebody keeps calling. But one, I thought I put it on Do Not Disturb. But one thing he couldn't deny is, like I said, when Little Kim's started shining. So that's when Puff kind of was like, okay, I gotta latch into this. She a dope female rapper. Yeah, so that's how that whole thing went.
Best memory overall during this time for you recording this album.
Best memory what?
Recording this album.
Mm, best memory recording. Just being in the studio. Just being in the studio writing because we'd stay there all night. Like we'll stay there all night listening to beats. Like it was a good vibe. Jake would be there. We'd have girls come through. We'd chill out. Like food. Like it was just good memories. Like I remember Quad sitting on that couch. We'll sit on the couch like just writing for a while. So those were great memories. Definitely great memories.
Looks like C's is in for another Junior Mafia album. What is the status of Junior Mafia in 2020?
I mean, we here, man. We here. We all got beats. I mean, we gonna piece it together. We all got skills. You just got to step up and execute. You know me, my motto for now through the pandemic. I told people my motto is instant execution. Like I just try to do it. That's another thing. So you see people. I want people to look at Harding Enterprises, HARDING Enterprises. I started putting out a lot of them motivational videos because I got a motivational YouTube channel and I do a lot of coaching and talking and discussion. So it's a lot of good stuff to get you to where you need to go now because it's a lot happening. A lot of people are going through depression. A lot of people are feeling down with all of this and feeling lost. So we gotta get right and just do what we gotta do and go.
Coming off the success of that particular album, did you have any desire to have a solo album out about this time?
Yeah, I was supposed to. But what happened? I was the last one. then they signed the contract. So under them was mad. So, because I didn't want to sign the contract. So I told you, I was like, okay, I'm going to just sign it. I'm going to come out and then I'm going to blow up and I'm going to do this. And then they just kind of kept me to the sidelines. So but yeah, that was the goal. The goal, I was ready to rock. I was ready to rock with a solo joint. So.
No doubt. I want to appreciate, take time to thank you for being with me today.
C's laughing. Come on, C. You know me. I'm gonna tell it like it is. Oh man.
Like I said, I want to thank you for joining me today on the 25th anniversary of your debut album with the group. You know
Pleasure.
how we
love what you're doing. Love what you're doing. You make sure you get at everybody, man. I seen you had Pete Rock. You had I don't know who you didn't have. You just had one of the founding members of NWA. You had some other. I'm just like, yo.
Absolutely.
And that's what I love to see that elevation too. Like it's always continuous elevation.
Right. You know, because I think a lot of the magazines didn't, you know, tell the whole story or didn't get at certain members.
They never do. They never do. And a lot of like specials. There's a lot that happens. I mean, in everyday life, and you're talking about people that had impact over a span of time. So you can't catch everybody, but there's definitely multiple stories that are always missed.
Appreciate you, Lil C's, for joining us. This made it that much more special to have both of you guys today.
He's a Leo.
What can we be on the lookout for from you in the future?
Greatness, man. Just greatness, elevation, and focus, man. I'm all about, and like if I'm not growing, I start freaking out. Like I always try to evolve and gain knowledge. Like I happen to be placed in certain situations which help me to elevate my mindset and learn. So I mean, just growth, just not a lot of talk, more action. Yeah, like I'm more action. So yeah, so you'll see. Like I let the action speak.
Can you give us some plugs? I see you got clothing lines and all types of things going on.
Yeah, definitely.
Can you let us know where we can find all that stuff and your social media?
Perfect. Yeah. So I do real estate, and that's what you guys are on now. You see Real Estate Dynamo. So during this pandemic, even before this, like I've always been a fan. He said Clip been a small guy since day one. Thanks, Steve. So I've always been a fan of elevation and knowledge and growing. So I've been in the motivational and self-development world and learning. Like that's how I got successful in the business arena now. So I said, you know what? During the pandemic, I laughed. I said, yo, all the clubs are closed. Towers closed. I can't go to Lavo, like all Bagatelle Sunday brunch. I can't do none of that stuff no more. So I said, you know what? I got all this free time on my hand. Let me start creating videos. So I happen to start, I do a lot, I talk a lot. So I took my speeches and I hired a film crew, a film editing crew. So they put like these Steven Spielberg like movies together behind me talking, and they make it fit with the words and whatever I'm saying. So if you look at Harding Enterprises, you'll see a lot of these videos, and it started off as like a passion project, but then now I get people every day all over the world telling me, yo, I needed to hear that. Yo, that was great. Yo, that message. Oh my God. And something else that I do, time is money, and I try to respect people's time. So, see, you say, yeah, you do talk a lot. So, time is money. So, I try to respect people's time. So, I don't keep it. They like about 3 minutes, 3 or 4 minutes. But it's some of the most valuable 3 or 4 minutes that you could assert in your day, and you'll definitely get something from it. But yeah, check out, like I said, Harding Enterprises, and then from that, I always wanted to have like T-shirts. So I always had this idea where I want to put some quotes on the T-shirt. So I call it focus tees. So just like different focus quotes. So it's funny, like all of the videos that I'm creating, there's certain quotes in it, and people contact me and they're talking the quotes. Like I said, one of them was like stop trying, start doing. So one I said try to somebody, they said, hey, I thought you were gonna take trying out of your vocabulary. Stop trying, start doing. One of my other guys, he said, yo, I'm not. He going through some some personal stuff. He said, "No, I'm not trying to place myself in quicksand. Like I got a video talking about placing yourself in quicksand, where you just talking, but you're not doing anything. All you're doing is talking." So yes, and I'm getting a lot of traction from that, and I'm also speaking to like people from Goldman Sachs. Like I'm getting speaking engagements from the talks, and then the T-shirt. I just said, you know what? I'm gonna just do it. Instant execution. I had the idea. I put the T-shirt site out. So look at Focus Tees merch. So Focus Tees merch, and you'll see all sort of great shirts. You click on the link, like yeah. So.
That's what's up. I appreciate you, brother.
Yeah, thanks, man. Always love, man.
No doubt. I
Glad we're
love
doing
talking to
this.
you. Before we get out of here, man, when this pandemic clears up, you, C's, and the group have to give us a tour for the 25th anniversary.
Yeah, we gonna do it. What we might do, we might end up doing like a tour somewhere and just